Yeah, excited about the win. Listen, this was a strange one from even before the opening kickoff. I think Little League was maybe the last time that I was a part of a football team that didn't go in before halftime. So it kind of brought us back there. But some ups and downs throughout the game. More ups for us. Excited about several stretches in the game. We played very well. It took us a little while to get on track. And then we had a really nice surge there into the first half, even despite a couple of really really dumb calls by me that set us back offensively. But we really got the ball back. Had some big plays there into the first half. In the beginning of the second half, able to separate that lead. Didn't play as good, obviously, once we got the lead. They're big. Again, we've got to be able to continue to separate. Had a couple of just, again, missed assignments, missed plays. Give Kansas credit. They're certainly an improved football team from what we've seen in the last several years, in my opinion. And it's always tough to come beat people on the road. That's why we take so much pride in it. So, like I've said a bunch, man. Winning, you have to have a healthy respect for it, and we do. And so we're certainly really excited to get a road win. We know we're going to have to continue to play better, prepare better. And that'll start here this Monday, so excited to get back after it.
Do you think the bad weather was the sole reason the big reason why you got off to a little bit of a slow start?
No.
Because you've been dominating teams in the first quarter.
No, I don't. I think, I think we made a couple of mental mistakes. We just kind of came out of the gate a little bit slow, had some opportunities really on both sides of the ball to make big plays. Obviously, the penalties really, the penalties hurt, and they were on just huge plays. I mean, even like, CeeDee's punt return, I think we calculated that was about an 83-yard penalty, and so, the penalties were really destructive early, no doubt. And then missed a couple tackles, and they've got some explosive players and can make some big plays, and they did. So, we've got to keep our poise better. But we settled in and had a really nice stretch there again. Really the end of the first half, beginning of the second half was some really, really good ball. And so, obviously, we're still, not the midseason yet. We're still gaining on it, but we're obviously not where we want to be.
Lincoln, have you ever been part of a third and goal from the 48? Do you even have anything drawn up?
Apparently not. No, that was kind of weird. That was a debacle from. Everybody can be involved. We had we should have had a pretty easy touchdown there. We jacked that up. Me being the person that jacked it up the most.
When you talk about mental mistakes and you talk about a slow start and you talk about penalties, is it human nature to look ahead for these guys to the Texas game with knowing what's at stake next week? Is it some of the games that you've played to this point?
I've never really got that feeling. I know people, that's always a hot topic on the outside. It wasn't mentioned that game, not by anybody, not one time. I've never had that in the backdrop of my press conferences. So a lot of news today. Yeah. That's what they thought of my play calls there at the end of the half. So no, I honestly did not feel that with this team. I didn't. We had some points that we wanted to come in and focus on. We did some of them well. We didn't do some of them well. Maybe we didn't handle the early start, whatever it was. This is not, I'm not even going to say that. We got to do better, But I don't think the Texas game was in any part of factor here. No.
Lincoln, how do you address the penalties that seem to continue to be a problem?
Yeah, we just got to continue to work. We're playing aggressive, and there's so much about the way we're playing that I like, and so. We're taking guys out. We're getting on them. We're coaching them hard. They oftentimes have not been the same type of penalties week to week. It's just been a few. It's kind of like we plug a leak and then we spring another one. And so we've got to grow. They cost us a chance to really separate in this. We did separate, but a chance to separate a little bit earlier in this game. And we know obviously they're going to cost us if we don't continue to clean them up. So we got to do better.
Is there a fine line?
You were pretty critical last week about your defensive line. They didn't blitz a ton today, but how do you feel like they came back?
I thought they were much more active. I really did. I thought they were much more active. I thought we had bodies in the backfield. We controlled the gaps in the run game much better. A couple of the plays that got out were, some of our fits behind that or just simply missing some tackles. More often than not, there wasn't many missed fits. I think we missed one on the goal line coming out when Puka popped the run down our sideline. Other than that, there wasn't many clean ones. It was, make a guy miss, and we've got to obviously do a better job fitting that. But we got a lot of pressure, disrupted that game a lot. Had several, I think it felt like a lot more TFLs. I hadn't seen it, but I felt like we were in the backfield more and played a little more aggressive.
Lincoln, we didn't see Eric Swinson. Just the help of that offensive line with your 2 tackles out, and how do you think they did today?
Yeah, no, it's health is what it is. So I think 5 lineups in 5 games. I think so not ideal, but again, that's something. If you can get through it, it pays dividends on the back end. And so far, we've been able to get through it. We've been able to make it work. Our guys, I think, give our guys credit. They get everybody's best every single week. I mean, every single team, defense in the country circles our team and our offense. We get that, and that's how we like it. And so they've done a good job. Hopefully we can, get some of these guys back and start to get some depth and some continuity back.
Lincoln, you didn't bring Brooks, but Stevenson had a great day for you.
He did. No, he ran the ball. He ran the ball extremely well. Very, very powerful. It's a different kind of contact. When he's down there on the field, I mean, it just sounds different. And obviously he's breaking a lot of tackles. So he did a great job. And then play I was probably the most proud of is he comes downhill on that kickoff and erases that guy pretty quick. So it's fun to see our guys making plays and then going over and doing it on the special team side as well.
Is Brooks be ready next week?
What's that?
Brooks be
Yeah, he's again. This was. I'm not gonna say we were probably a little conservative with him. It's not like I said. There's nothing structurally there. He's sore like you're going to be after you take a shot like that. But he's good to go. He'll be ready to go. We'll get some of that soreness out and should have him.
You normally rotate, Brooks and Sermon. Played Sermon almost the whole first half. Was there just kind of a hesitancy for Stevenson not to come in, or?
No.
Is that just how it worked out?
Just kind of how it worked out. Just we got in some just kind of different situations, and so no, we were very confident with either one of those guys, and they both did a lot of good things.
How do you feel like Jen played today?
He did good. He did good. We had he overcame his coaching a little bit too. I put him in some tough situations. Missed a couple things I thought that we had there, but continued to make a lot of plays. Still being a very effective runner. Still threw the ball. The conditions were challenging. Again, obviously wet, and then the wind switched, several times, and it would be gusty and then not. And so I thought he threw the ball very well, handled the ball well. A couple ones that we'll both want back, and like I said, several things I got to do better for him.
Lincoln, you were asked about tempo in your offense. It seemed like today that was really Jalen's strong suit when you guys were going fast offensively. Was that just something you saw that you felt you could take advantage of?
Yeah.
Or was that just a rhythm that you felt you could get?
Yeah, just kind of more of a rhythm. Felt like we were especially a little slow there early in the first drive. Couldn't get much of rhythm, and so we were able to get some after that. And guys did a good job handling it, and he was very comfortable with it.
What do you feel good about Lincoln going to Dallas next week, specifically about this group?
I feel good about our team. I feel good about our whole team. I feel like our whole team's in the same boat. We have got to continue to have an extreme sense of urgency to improve. There's no doubt when we play well on any of the 3 sides of the ball that we can do some really, really good things. And and obviously, we'll be excited to get back to preparation this week. So I feel good about our entire team. Doesn't mean we obviously have a lot of things to do better, but I like where our heads are at. I like this team. I do.
Did that game next week play any part in the slow start, do you think, and how hard is it to keep them focused during the week before Texas?
No, not at all. I don't think it did at all. It's all about Kansas and dealing with all the different adversity that we could potentially have, and we handled some of it well enough to win by 25 points on the road. But we want to play better, and we'll need to get better this week.
Lincoln, I know your defense gave up a couple of later touchdowns. They'll probably wish they could get back. But just overall now, 5 games with Alex at the helm, do you sort of have a sense of how good they are, where they're headed?
Yeah, I think we feel – you feel a lot of progress and excitement still about what we're doing. I think parts of the day certainly just verified that even more. And so we got to continue to build quality depth. I think that's going to be a big part. And we've been able to play, some of these 2s and 3s a bunch in these games, and they've got, we got to get those guys up to speed. We got to play better when a couple of those guys are in the game. And but we're doing some nice things. And again, I love how we're flying to the football, how we're hitting. You know, and the fun thing is, I mean, we're still so early in this deal. I mean, I know you guys get tired of me saying it, but I still so much relate it back to us coming in 2015, and I know where we were mid-season, you know, and it stunk. And so and it got moving though, and so that's what it's exciting is you see glimpses of how good it can be, and you know, it's going to be on us to see how fast those glimpses can turn into just, you know, even longer stretches of dominant play.
Lincoln, you talked about, you know, not coming in before the opening kick. When you have a set routine on the road like that or at home, does that throw people off a little bit? I mean, can that?
It can, sure it can. Yeah, I mean, these, you know, we're all like robots. I mean, this was weird in so many different ways. I can't even begin. You kind of all know where you're going to be at a certain time. It doesn't really matter where you're at. And so, yeah, it definitely can. I mean, we talked about it during the week, but it's not like we knew exactly what it was going to be. I mean, hell, we didn't know we were going out until, 10 minutes until we were going out, you know, and so you're sitting there like, man, it could be another hour, or we could be going out in 10 minutes, and you don't know. And so we had a plan. Our guys knew what the plan was, and then as soon as the time hit, we were going to do it. But to say it felt different. I'm sure it did to them. It for sure did to me.
Any comment on your kicker, Kyle Sutherland, and the kicking situation?
No comment. You guys know where we stand on that. If that's allegations, obviously, that we take very seriously, and if something like that comes up, they're not a part of our team. Kicking situation, Gabe's doing extremely well. Also been really impressed with Steven Johnson. He's done a great job in the backup role, so we got two we're very confident in right now.
Lincoln, you've been pretty self-critical of yourself here. Maybe what's the play that stands out to you?
There's a bunch. I mean, it just, I don't like to give too much in about what we're thinking about play calls, but just, if I'm going to ask these guys to do it at a high level, if their head coach isn't doing it at a high level, then I didn't set a very good standard. So, I mean, it's, I deserve a lot of the blame on that. And, staff had a good plan together, but it's my job in those moments to make sure we get the right things. And we did several times, and that's on me, and I got to do a lot better, just like the whole team does.
Last question. You talk about the aggressiveness that you like of your team. How is it balancing that with the penalties? Because sometimes the aggressiveness leads to those penalties.
Yeah, no, it's a tough balance. It is. I mean, it's, you look at the penalty deal and you beat your head at it, and then I do keep reminding myself, like I've said to you guys a lot, go look at the end of the year who the least penalized team is and go add up their record, and so the aggressiveness has to be there. Like, to me, that's the one thing. I can't do anything that's going to take away their aggressiveness. Or I say I can't, I won't. We have to play aggressive. That's the only way you win, especially big games. And so we're going to play aggressive, and it's on me and the rest of our staff and our players to do it with also being more smart. And we're good enough coaches and good enough players. We can figure that out.
Lincoln,
All right, thanks.